Everyone, so this is my very first video tutorial. I'm just going to go from the basics to whatever else. So this is old age makeup. This is very popular in a lot of, even stage makeup, plays, stuff like that, or even people for during Halloween. This is more basics of contouring and highlights and stuff like that. So I'm going to show you all the stuff I'll be using first. Also for the information, I only use stuff that I can afford, and for other people that I can afford also. I see all these people on YouTube and around the internet that have all this makeup that's so expensive, and it's really hard for other people to afford that. So I get stuff that I can easily afford, you can get anywhere, so everyone else can also use the same type of products. Very first thing, I applied this to my face already. This is just a liquid foundation. It's very close to my skin tone. I'm just going to be using this just for a base. You can use anything you'd like, just liquid foundation. Next, to make our skin darker, which elderly people, their skin is darker than when they're younger, just because their skin has been so exposed to the sun that it ages the skin and it causes it to be darker. So we're just going to put a little bit of this. It's mineral powder, Maybelline. I got this also at the drugstore. They're each, this liquid and the powder was about $2 or $3. It's just a bronzer. It's just it's not nothing special, no dark, just normal bronzer. We're going to be putting this all around your face. Next, I got this last Halloween. It's a cream based. It's just a plain white. It's just sort of like a clown makeup. We're going to be using this as the highlighting to help with the wrinkle effect. The brushes I'll be using, very simple brushes. We're going to be using a powder brush. I'll show you the small brushes I'll be using. This is just 2 small brushes. One is kind of like a pencil brush, kind of looks like one a little bit smaller than that. And then the other ones, I'll be using just a plain flat brush and 2 angle brushes, one big, one small. And we may not even use all these. I'll let you know what I'll be using while we go. So I already have this applied to my skin. Next we're going to apply the bronzer. So go ahead and apply the bronzer. I'm going to apply that and I'm going to come right back. As you can see, I apply the bronzer. My skin is just about 2 shades darker than natural. The very first thing we're going to do is we're going to go from up to down. We're going to just use the smallest brush that you have, the one I showed you, just a small little brush. Use matte colors. Do not use anything shiny or sparkly, just because it's not going to look natural. It'll look like you've just put makeup on your face. So go ahead and just this is a big palette. We're only going to use the browns. Just get like a dark brown like this one, and get your brush and dab it in there. We're going to do the forehead. Now, I have natural wrinkles on my forehead. If you wrinkle up like that, if you don't, make them up. It's really simple. So I'm just going to wrinkle my face like this, and we're just going to put it right there. I want to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Okay, so just make some lines. They don't have to be perfect just yet. Get the next line here. Okay. And I'm just extending them too. I mean, they don't really go this far, but I'm just going to extend them. So we have our forehead. Now we can do, let's zoom out here so you guys can see what I'm doing. We're going to do our eyes. I already have some natural wrinkles right underneath here. And I don't have any crow's feet, thank God. But we're just going to kind of make some up. So we're going to do some crow's feet here, and underneath our eyes. So we're going to zoom in here to my eyes. Alright, so just do, you can go ahead, I have makeup on, I didn't even remove makeup, but it's not going to really make a difference. Just kind of make 3 lines here. And this is what we call crow's feet. So, go ahead and do that. Okay, and then do your other eye. I have 2 right in here. And I'm going to kind of extend them also, kind of like what we did on the forehead. And guys, I know this looks really silly, but we're going to blend them, so don't worry. And if you want, you can even do in between the brow. It's kind of like a little scrunchy. Alright, so right in here. And we're going to make these fairly dark and thick because we want it to look like we have big, deep wrinkles in our mouth area. So you can kind of smile. I have them naturally. So if you have natural like me, you can just smile and then just, we're going to make them really dark. Okay, and then we're going to go right, I have a natural little line right here. Let's follow that. That's kind of like an, you know, you get like a little wrinkle there. Make it a little bit darker. And then just blend it. Okay. Now we're going to do the mouth. Yeah, we can make like, you know, I don't know if you've ever heard, let me zoom out you guys while I'm talking. I don't know if you guys ever heard, like, you know, people who smoke and when they get older they get little lines here. I don't know if that's a rumor, if it's true. We're going to make them. So we're going to zoom in here with the lips. Okay, and we're gonna make up lines as we go. So just go ahead and make a line here, just straight little itty bitty lines. Okay, so we have little lines going on right here. Okay, and zoom out. Alright, so we have kind of just our little wrinkles that we're wanting to emphasize. Now we're into the fun part. We're going to get the white that I showed you earlier and get your actually we're gonna use a large angle brush. Get the large angle brush I showed you earlier and just dab it gently in there, and we're only gonna need a little bit. Don't really go crazy on it, just about that much. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in and show you what I'm doing here. Alright, we are wanting to go underneath the wrinkles. Don't go on top. We're going to emphasize them by going underneath. So go take that white and just blend it right underneath the wrinkles. Alright, so we're going to do that. Go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back. Alright, so we did the white, the cream, and we went underneath all of the brown wrinkles. I just got my large angle brush. Where did I put it? My large angle brush, and I just went right underneath all of them. Under here, my forehead, my chin, and I even right with these brown lines here on my lips, I just went right in between each of them and just very gently did right in the middle. Okay, so now get your big brown flat brush. I'm going to get my forehead out here. Okay, now we're going to blend. This is so everything looks nice and blended and not so harsh. So go ahead and get it very, very gently, and I mean very gently. Just brush right over them like this, and we want it all to blend together. Okay, see how that makes really, really big difference. And I also made some more on my nose here just to kind of make it look like my nose is really wrinkly. And then we're going to blend the eyes. Just kind of blot. You can even blot it. You don't even need to blend. Just blot. And what this does, it just brings all the color together so it's not so harsh. Because if it's really harsh, it's going to look like you just have a bunch of lines on your face. Okay, and then you can just kind of the chin. Okay, let's zoom out and see what it looks like. Alright, so your face should look something like that. Now, on camera it kind of looks a little, like you can really see the white. It's not picking up the colors too well, but it looks not as shiny without the camera, because I'm looking in the mirror and it looks fairly good. Now we want to finish it with some powder. So just if you have any translucent powder, this is what I'm going to use. Just use regular translucent powder. This is just mineral powder by Maybelline. And just get this really green. Just get just a little bit. I'm just going to use a pad here and gently just kind of blot your face, and this is going to seal everything in so it stays on. Like if you're going to go to a party, if you're going to play, you know, you want it to seal in pretty well. Okay, just like that. Alright, so that's about it. I mean, this is a really easy makeup that you can do. Old age makeup, something very, very simple you can do. Leave comments, subscribe, let me know how you like this video, if you want me to do something different, and leave any suggestions on a new video you want to see. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.